Every day across the country, countless older adults are quietly slipping into a condition that rarely makes headlines, but has a profound impact on their health, safety, and quality of life. This condition doesn't announce itself with obvious symptoms. There's no sudden pain, no visible wound. It unfolds gradually, silently, like a thief in the night, stealing away one of your body's most essential foundations, muscle. This hidden condition is called sarcopenia, and it is one of the most overlooked yet dangerous threats to aging adults. Most people have never even heard of it, and yet it is responsible for more hospital visits, more fractures, and more loss of independence than many major illnesses combined. It begins subtly. Maybe you feel a little more tired after climbing the stairs. Maybe your legs shake a bit when you stand. You chalk it up to aging, to slowing down. But beneath those subtle signs, something deeper is happening. Your muscles are quietly shrinking, your strength slowly fading, and with it, the stability and coordination that once kept you confident and safe in your daily life begin to weaken. Then one day, something changes. You reach for a chair and realize you can't get up as easily. You trip on a rug you've walked over for years and find yourself on the floor. Or perhaps you stop doing things you love, gardening, walking, lifting your grandchild, not because you want to, but because you no longer trust your body the way you used to. And here's what makes it even more alarming. Muscle loss often goes unnoticed until a full third of your muscle mass is already gone. That's not just strength. It's protection, mobility, and freedom slipping away without a sound. But there's hope, and it's powerful. Sarcopenia isn't an unavoidable curse of aging. It's a biological response to lifestyle, to nourishment, and to movement. And the incredible truth is this. With the right foods, targeted nutrients, and smarter daily choices, you can fight back. You can reclaim strength. You can rebuild what time has taken. You can move through the world with confidence again. This is not just about avoiding weakness. It's about preserving freedom, dignity, and the joy of living life on your own terms. Muscle loss in older age isn't random, and it's certainly not just a matter of getting weaker with time. It is a biological cascade, a set of internal changes that, unless intentionally addressed, will lead the body to lose strength, stability, and independence long before most people are ready to give them up. At the core of this process is a gradual but significant decline in the body's ability to process and utilize protein effectively. In younger years, the body has a near effortless ability to convert protein from food into lean muscle. But as we age, this once efficient system begins to falter. The same protein-rich meal that once supported muscle growth now delivers only a fraction of the benefit unless it's carefully timed and combined with other muscle-supporting strategies. This means older adults require higher quality protein, consumed more deliberately, just to maintain the muscle they already have. But that's only the beginning. Simultaneously, a hidden internal force begins to rise: chronic inflammation. This isn't the kind of inflammation you feel when you've hurt your ankle or caught the flu. It's a low-grade, long-term inflammatory state that builds up quietly in the tissues, often with no obvious symptoms. Scientists call this inflammaging, a sneaky contributor to accelerated aging. This invisible fire damages muscle cells, interferes with tissue repair, and prevents the regeneration of new muscle fibers. It doesn't just slow you down, it actively eats away at the foundation of your strength, little by little, day by day. Then comes anabolic resistance, one of the most insidious culprits of age-related muscle loss. This condition occurs when the body's muscles become less responsive to the normal signals that once stimulated growth and repair. Think of it like turning up the volume on your stereo, but your speakers are no longer picking up the sound. You might be eating protein and even staying active, but your body isn't responding with the same anabolic, muscle-building effect it once had. The usual triggers, protein intake, resistance training, even hormonal signals, simply don't spark the same muscle regeneration process anymore. The machinery is still there, but it's sluggish and unresponsive. Adding to this physiological resistance is a steep drop in essential hormones that support muscle development. Levels of testosterone, growth hormone, GH, and insulin-like growth, factor 1, IGF-1, decline steadily with age. These hormones don't just help build muscle, they also regulate fat distribution, bone density, energy levels, and recovery. When they're in short supply, the body shifts into a more catabolic, muscle-breaking state, making it even harder to preserve the muscle tissue you have, let alone build more. This hormonal decline isn't exclusive to men either. Women also experience sharp decreases in hormones like estrogen and DHEA, which play supportive roles in muscle health and cellular repair. Compounding these physiological shifts is a lack of physical activity, a lifestyle pattern that, unfortunately, becomes more common with age. Whether due to fatigue, chronic pain, fear of falling, or simply the absence of motivation or guidance, many older adults gradually move less. The result? Disuse atrophy, a condition where muscles begin to waste away simply because they're not being challenged. When muscles are not regularly engaged through resistance or weight-bearing activity, the body assumes they're no longer needed and begins to break them down. And if that wasn't enough, a subtle but powerful nutritional gap often sets the stage for accelerated muscle decline. As appetite diminishes with age, sometimes due to changes in taste, dental health, digestion, or even loneliness, many seniors naturally begin eating less. But eating less often means getting fewer essential nutrients like protein, vitamin D, magnesium, calcium, zinc, and B vitamins, all of which are critical for muscle maintenance. And unfortunately, many of the common foods older adults reach for, white bread, crackers, sugary snacks, or processed meals, are calorie-dense but nutrient-poor, further widening the gap between what the body needs and what it actually receives. When you combine all these forces, diminished protein absorption, chronic inflammation, anabolic resistance, hormonal shifts, reduced activity, and nutritional shortfalls, you begin to see why muscle loss after 60 isn't just common, it's expected unless actively resisted. What makes this even more concerning is how quietly and gradually it happens. There are no flashing warning signs, no sudden symptoms. It's only when strength is already gone, when standing becomes harder, balance becomes shaky, or a minor fall results in serious injury, that the danger becomes impossible to ignore. When it comes to supporting muscle health in later years, Greek yogurt isn't just a snack, it's a scientifically backed, muscle-preserving powerhouse that can quietly transform your nightly routine into an act of protection and repair. As we grow older, the body's ability to maintain and build muscle begins to decline due to a number of biological factors: reduced hormone levels, anabolic resistance, slower protein synthesis, and increased inflammation. One of the most effective ways to counteract these shifts is through intentional nutrition, and few foods work as efficiently, especially overnight, as Greek yogurt. Unlike traditional yogurt, Greek yogurt undergoes an additional straining process that removes excess whey and water, leaving behind a thicker, creamier, and far more concentrated source of protein. In fact, it contains nearly twice as much protein per serving as regular yogurt, making it an ideal option for aging muscles that require more protein to get the same anabolic, muscle-building effect. But not all proteins are created equal. Greek yogurt shines particularly because it is rich in casein, a unique slow-digesting protein that provides a steady release of amino acids into the bloodstream over several hours. This slow drip of nutrients is exactly what the body needs at night, when it's fasting during sleep. During this prolonged fasting state, often 7 to 9 hours, muscles are at higher risk of breaking down for energy, especially in older adults. Without nourishment, the body may begin to catabolize lean tissue to meet energy demands. But when you consume Greek yogurt before bed, casein acts like a time-release fuel, feeding your muscles while you rest and helping to preserve and even build lean mass overnight. Beyond protein, a nutritional powerhouse for bones and muscles, Greek yogurt brings more than just protein to the table. It's also a concentrated source of key nutrients that work synergistically to protect and optimize muscle function. Calcium. Not only essential for bone health, calcium is crucial for muscle contraction. Without adequate calcium, muscles can cramp, weaken, or fail to respond properly. Vitamin D. Often deficient in older adults, vitamin D is a cofactor in both calcium absorption and muscle function. Low levels have been linked to poor balance, slower reaction time, and increased fall risk. Phosphorus works alongside calcium to support skeletal integrity and contributes to energy metabolism at the cellular level, particularly in muscle cells during contraction and recovery. Together, these nutrients create a multi-layered defense system, strengthening bones, optimizing muscle responsiveness, and ensuring efficient muscle contractions. Another often overlooked benefit of Greek yogurt is its rich supply of live probiotics, beneficial bacteria that populate the gut and help regulate the immune system, inflammation, and digestion. As research increasingly shows, a healthy gut is deeply connected to muscle preservation, particularly in older adults. Probiotics support the absorption of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, helping your body extract more value from every meal. They also help modulate systemic inflammation, one of the hidden drivers of sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. By promoting a healthy digestive environment, Greek yogurt indirectly supports your muscular, metabolic, and immune resilience. Not all Greek yogurts are created equal. To truly gain its full benefits, you'll want to choose plain, unsweetened, full-fat Greek yogurt. Full fat supports hormone health, particularly testosterone and estrogen levels, both of which play roles in maintaining muscle. Avoid flavored versions loaded with added sugars or artificial sweeteners, which can trigger inflammation or spike insulin unnecessarily. Pair it with functional add-ins to further amplify its muscle-supporting power. Fresh or frozen berries, rich in antioxidants and polyphenols that combat oxidative stress. Raw nuts and seeds add healthy fats, magnesium, and a touch of extra protein. Chia or flax seeds provide omega-3s and fiber for digestive support. A drizzle of raw honey or pure maple syrup for gentle sweetness without spiking blood sugar. The ideal time to enjoy Greek yogurt for muscle support is in the evening, about an hour or two before bed. Think of it as your body's overnight protein infusion. While you sleep and your body enters its natural repair cycle, the slow-digesting casein ensures your muscles are continually supplied with the building blocks they need to stay strong and recover effectively. For those who struggle with appetite at night, a small bowl of Greek yogurt can also serve as a light but nutrient-dense alternative to heavier meals, offering both satisfaction and functionality without weighing you down. When it comes to protecting and rebuilding aging muscles, few foods offer the potent combination of nutrients found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These aren't just heart-healthy options. They are muscle-reviving, inflammation-fighting superfoods that speak directly to the unique biological needs of older adults. At the center of their power lies an essential group of fats, omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. These omega-3s do more than just support cardiovascular health. They play a vital role in reducing chronic inflammation, a hidden culprit behind the gradual breakdown of muscle tissue that often accelerates with age. Inflammation, particularly the low-grade, persistent kind that increases over time, doesn't always cause pain or visible symptoms, but internally, it silently interferes with the body's ability to repair and regenerate. For aging muscles, this inflammation acts like a slow-burning fuse, eroding strength, slowing down recovery, and dulling the body's natural muscle-building response. By introducing omega-3s from fatty fish into your diet, you give your body the tools to calm that internal storm, paving the way for muscle restoration. Even more remarkably, omega-3s have been shown to enhance the body's sensitivity to protein. This is a game changer for older adults. As we age, our muscles respond less effectively to the protein we eat, a condition known as anabolic resistance. But when omega-3s are consistently present in the body, they help amplify the muscle-building signal triggered by protein intake, making each gram of protein you consume more effective at preserving and rebuilding lean muscle mass. But the benefits of fatty fish don't stop at omega-3s. These fish are also rich in high-quality, complete protein, meaning they provide all the essential amino acids your body needs to build and maintain muscle tissue, and they do so in a form that's easy to digest and readily absorbed. With regular intake, fatty fish help restore the body's ability to generate new muscle fibers, support faster recovery after activity, and strengthen tissues that may have gradually weakened over time. Adding to their muscle-supporting profile, fatty fish are a natural source of vitamin D, a nutrient that plays a direct role in muscle function, coordination, and balance. Older adults are particularly vulnerable to vitamin D deficiency, especially those who spend less time in sunlight. This deficiency is often linked to increased fall risk, decreased muscle tone, and delayed recovery. Eating fatty fish a few times a week can help naturally restore these levels, supporting stronger muscle contraction and postural stability. If the idea of preparing fresh fish feels intimidating or unfamiliar, don't worry. There are many simple, delicious, and accessible ways to bring this powerful food into your life. Grill or bake wild-caught salmon with lemon and olive oil for a satisfying dinner. Add canned sardines or mackerel in olive oil or water to whole grain toast, crackers, or salads. Make a hearty fish-based soup or stew, pairing with herbs, leafy greens, and beans. Use smoked salmon in omelets or with avocado on whole grain bread. Each of these methods delivers the same omega-3s and complete proteins your body craves, without requiring complicated cooking techniques or restaurant-style preparation. For those who dislike the taste or texture of fish or follow dietary restrictions, there is still a highly effective alternative: a high-quality, purified omega-3 fish oil supplement. Look for third-party tested products that contain both EPA and DHA in clinically effective doses, ideally sourced from wild-caught fish. While supplements don't offer the same full nutritional profile as whole fish, they can still deliver many of the anti-inflammatory and muscle-supporting benefits when taken consistently. Certainly. Below is an even more detailed, richly written, and logically expanded American English version of your section on eggs, tailored to be more informative, more compelling, and more engaging, with emphasis on nutrient science, aging biology, and practical application. No generic conclusions, no unrelated statistics, just focused, high-value content. Among all the foods available to support muscle health, eggs offer one of the most perfectly balanced combinations of essential nutrients, making them a foundational food for anyone over 60, looking to preserve strength, restore vitality, and protect independence. What makes eggs truly extraordinary is how concentrated and complete they are. Each egg delivers a compact dose of high-quality, complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. But there's one amino acid in particular that deserves special attention when it comes to aging: leucine. Leucine is a branched-chain amino acid, BCAA, that functions as a biological trigger for muscle protein synthesis. In younger adults, simply consuming enough protein is usually enough to stimulate muscle growth. But as the body ages, it becomes less sensitive to these protein signals, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. In practical terms, it means that older adults need more leucine-rich protein sources to activate the same muscle-building response they used to get more easily. Eggs step in perfectly here. Just 1 or 2 eggs a day can help prime the muscle-building switch, ensuring that the protein you eat actually gets used to repair and maintain lean tissue, not simply digested and wasted. Eggs also naturally contain vitamin D, a nutrient critical to both bone and muscle function. While sunlight is the most well-known source of vitamin D, many older adults spend less time outdoors or lose efficiency in converting sunlight to vitamin D in the skin. This can lead to chronic deficiencies, which are strongly associated with muscle weakness, poor balance, delayed recovery, and increased risk of falls. By including eggs in your regular diet, you provide a gentle but consistent boost of vitamin D, supporting better coordination, stronger movement, and a faster post-exercise or post-injury recovery time. Another hidden gem within the egg is choline, an essential nutrient that plays a direct role in neuromuscular signaling, the process that allows your brain to tell your muscles to contract, respond, and move. Think of choline as the wiring that keeps your motor system sharp. It also contributes to brain health, liver detoxification, and cellular repair, all of which become more important with age. Choline deficiencies are surprisingly common in older populations, especially those who eat reduced fat or plant-based diets. Eggs happen to be one of the richest natural sources of choline available. One of the most persistent myths about eggs is that the yolk should be avoided due to cholesterol content. But today's nutritional science tells a very different story. While it's true that egg yolks contain cholesterol, studies show that for most healthy individuals, moderate consumption of whole eggs does not raise blood cholesterol levels in a harmful way. In fact, the cholesterol in eggs may actually improve the ratio of HDL, good, to LDL, bad cholesterol, especially when consumed as part of a whole food, balanced diet. More importantly, the yolk is where most of the nutrition lives. That's where you'll find nearly half the protein content of the egg, all the choline and vitamin D, healthy fats needed for hormone production, lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants that support eye health and cognitive clarity. Discarding the yolk means discarding the very nutrients that make eggs one of the most powerful functional foods for aging muscles, joints, and brains. One of the most beautiful things about eggs is how easy and versatile they are to prepare. Whether you're cooking for one, two, or a full household, eggs adapt to any meal of the day and pair well with countless ingredients. Hard boiled, great as a grab and go snack, or sliced onto toast or salad. Poached or over easy, served with steamed greens, whole grain toast, or roasted vegetables. Scrambled, mixed with spinach, mushrooms, and a sprinkle of cheese for a nutrient dense breakfast or lunch. Deviled, blended with olive oil and mustard for a creamy, protein packed side dish. Chopped, tossed into salads or grain bowls to boost both texture and protein content. For those who experience appetite changes, especially in the morning or evening, eggs are a gentle, easy to digest option that delivers substantial nutrition without overwhelming the stomach. Eggs can be enjoyed at any time of day, but many older adults benefit most by including them as part of a high protein breakfast, a time when the body is especially responsive to nutrients after fasting overnight. Starting the day with eggs helps kickstart muscle protein synthesis, stabilize blood sugar, and support energy levels throughout the morning. They also make an ideal light dinner or evening meal, especially when paired with vegetables, herbs, or a whole grain. If chewing or digestion is an issue, soft cooked or blended egg dishes, like frittatas or egg muffins, offer a senior-friendly solution that's both nourishing and satisfying. Don't let their size fool you. Nuts and seeds are some of the most concentrated sources of muscle-supporting nutrients found in nature. Each small handful is packed with a synergistic blend of minerals, healthy fats, antioxidants, and plant-based compounds that work quietly, yet powerfully, to maintain strength, reduce inflammation, and balance the internal systems that support muscle preservation as we age. At the center of their effectiveness is their impressive micronutrient profile. Most notably, nuts and seeds are excellent sources of magnesium, zinc, plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin E, each playing a distinct yet interlocking role in muscular health and performance. Magnesium is essential for neuromuscular coordination and smooth muscle contraction. It acts as a gatekeeper, allowing muscles to contract when needed and relax when the job is done. As we age, magnesium levels tend to decline due to reduced dietary intake or absorption, and this deficiency can quietly lead to symptoms like muscle cramps, twitches, stiffness, or general fatigue. A magnesium-rich handful of almonds, cashews, or pumpkin seeds can help restore balance and improve physical responsiveness, especially during activity or recovery. Zinc plays a quiet but crucial role in hormone production and immune defense. It supports the body's ability to maintain optimal levels of testosterone and growth hormone, both of which are vital for preserving lean muscle mass and metabolic function. Even modest drops in zinc levels can lead to reduced muscle synthesis, slower healing, and greater vulnerability to physical stress. Seeds like pumpkin seeds, pepitas, are especially rich in zinc and make an ideal snack for those looking to stay strong and hormonally balanced. While fatty fish is well known for its omega-3 content, several seeds, such as chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts, offer a rich source of ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that helps calm systemic inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a major contributor to muscle degradation and joint discomfort in older adults. Incorporating these seeds into your routine offers a simple yet effective strategy to soothe inflammation and support tissue repair without relying on medications. Vitamin E, abundantly found in almonds, sunflower seeds, and hazelnuts, acts as a natural antioxidant that protects muscle cells from oxidative damage. As we age, free radicals build up more rapidly in the body and begin to attack healthy tissue, including muscle fibers. Vitamin E helps neutralize these free radicals, ensuring your muscles recover more quickly from stress and remain more resilient to everyday wear and tear. Part of the beauty of nuts and seeds is how effortlessly they fit into a daily routine. They require no prep, no refrigeration, and can be carried anywhere, making them ideal for active seniors, caregivers, or anyone needing a quick, portable, nutrient-dense energy boost. Here are a few simple, delicious ways to enjoy them. Pre-portion a small handful of mixed raw nuts and seeds into containers or snack bags for a convenient mid-morning or afternoon bite. Sprinkle flax seeds or chia seeds into oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies for an omega-3 and fiber boost. Add toasted pumpkin seeds or walnuts to salads, grain bowls, or steamed vegetables for added crunch and nourishment. Blend cashews or almonds into creamy dips or dressings for extra plant-based protein and healthy fats. Top Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with a medley of chopped nuts and a drizzle of honey for a muscle-supporting snack that also satisfies your taste buds. Just be mindful that while nuts and seeds are incredibly nutritious, they are also calorie-dense. A small amount goes a long way. Aim for about 1 to 2 ounces per day, and choose unsalted, raw, or dry roasted versions to avoid excess sodium and added oils. Whether you enjoy them as a standalone snack, a crunchy topping, or blended into meals, these tiny nutritional giants deliver powerful support for muscle strength, joint flexibility, hormonal balance, and sustained energy. When we talk about muscle-supporting foods, beans and legumes often get overlooked in favor of flashier proteins, but that's a serious oversight. These humble, budget-friendly pantry staples are among the most powerful plant-based allies for preserving muscle strength, fueling recovery, and supporting long-term vitality, especially for older adults. What makes beans and legumes so extraordinary is their dual-function nature. They offer not only a generous dose of plant-based protein, but also a unique type of carbohydrate called resistant starch, a nutritional powerhouse that helps transform your gut into a muscle-supporting engine. Each serving of cooked beans, whether it's black beans, lentils, chickpeas, or kidney beans, delivers a significant amount of high-quality plant protein that contributes directly to maintaining lean muscle mass. While plant proteins are sometimes thought of as inferior to animal-based sources, beans provide a complete amino acid profile when eaten in a varied diet, and their protein is especially beneficial when paired with other nutrient-dense foods like grains, seeds, or leafy greens. This kind of protein becomes even more important as we age, when the body's ability to synthesize muscle slows and muscle tissue begins to break down more quickly in the absence of adequate dietary support. Beans step in as a gentle, easily digested, and highly functional protein option, perfect for aging digestive systems. One of the most unique features of legumes is their richness in resistant starch, a special kind of carbohydrate that doesn't get digested in the stomach or small intestine. Instead, it passes through to the colon, where it feeds beneficial gut bacteria, the microbes responsible for maintaining immune function, regulating inflammation, and helping the body absorb vital nutrients. When your gut microbiome is well-fed and balanced, it produces short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which help lower systemic inflammation, support the integrity of the gut lining, and create a more efficient internal environment for muscle maintenance and repair. In short, by feeding your gut, beans indirectly feed your strength. This gut-muscle connection is especially valuable for older adults, as low-grade inflammation and poor nutrient absorption are two key drivers of sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass associated with aging. Beans and legumes also happen to be loaded with essential minerals that aging bodies frequently lack, each one playing a unique and powerful role in daily energy, coordination, and muscle contraction. Iron helps transport oxygen to working muscles. Without enough iron, fatigue can creep in quickly, even during light activities. Many older adults experience low iron levels, especially those with reduced red meat intake. Magnesium supports nerve transmission and smooth muscle contraction, helping to prevent cramping, stiffness, and sluggish movement. Potassium balances fluid levels, stabilizes blood pressure, and supports neuromuscular signaling. It also works in tandem with magnesium to keep your muscles responsive and your movements coordinated. These minerals are especially important for seniors, as even mild deficiencies can contribute to tiredness, dizziness, unsteadiness, and decreased activity levels. One of the best things about beans is how versatile and satisfying they are. Whether you enjoy them whole, mashed, stewed, or blended into soups and spreads, they can be prepared to match any flavor profile, culture, or dietary preference. Here are a few easy ways to incorporate beans into your routine. Add lentils or black beans to soups and stews for a hearty, filling boost of protein and fiber. Mix chickpeas into salads for added texture and nutrition. Mash white beans with olive oil and herbs, to create a creamy spread for toast or sandwiches. Cook kidney beans with garlic, onions, and tomatoes for a rich, flavorful dish that pairs well with grains. Toss beans into stir fries, grain bowls, or roasted veggie plates for an easy protein upgrade. For best results, aim to eat beans and legumes several times a week, at least 4 servings spread across lunches, dinners, or snacks. If you're new to eating legumes or experience digestive sensitivity, try starting slowly. Soaking dried beans overnight, cooking them thoroughly, and choosing low-sodium canned options that are rinsed before use can make them easier on the stomach. Their texture is hearty, their flavor adaptable, and their nutrient content extraordinary. Quietly, consistently, beans help your body stay energized, resilient, and strong from the inside out. Often praised for their general health benefits, dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are far more than just side dishes. They are biological tools for muscular resilience, endurance, and recovery, especially as the body ages. Their deep green color signals a nutrient profile that directly supports circulation, mineral balance, and muscle repair, making them essential for anyone seeking to stay strong, mobile, and well-nourished. One of the standout benefits of these greens is their naturally high content of dietary nitrates, plant compounds that, once consumed, are converted into nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide acts as a powerful vasodilator, meaning it relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation and allowing more oxygen and nutrients to flow efficiently to your muscle tissues. This increased blood flow helps reduce fatigue during physical activity, accelerates post-exercise recovery, and supports muscle maintenance by delivering vital nourishment directly to where it's needed most. This mechanism is especially critical for older adults, whose vascular systems tend to become more rigid with age. By regularly consuming nitrate-rich greens, you help restore flexibility to blood vessels and enhance the body's natural ability to feed and detoxify muscles, both during and after movement. Beyond their nitrate content, dark leafy greens are a mineral-rich treasure chest, offering a harmonious blend of magnesium, essential for neuromuscular signaling and muscle relaxation. Adequate magnesium helps prevent muscle cramps, tightness, and twitching, which can become more frequent with age or physical strain. Potassium balances fluid levels, supports steady heart rhythm, and assists in smooth muscle contraction and recovery. Calcium, known for strengthening bones, but equally important for muscle contractions and nerve transmission. Without enough calcium, both muscle strength and coordination may begin to falter. Vitamin K, often overlooked, this fat-soluble vitamin is crucial for protein metabolism and proper calcium regulation in tissues. It helps prevent calcium from accumulating in arteries and instead directs it toward bones and muscles, where it belongs. This powerful quartet of minerals doesn't just support your muscles. They work in unison to stabilize joints, enhance energy metabolism, and reduce physical wear and tear. Incorporating dark leafy greens into your meals doesn't have to feel like a chore. Their flavors are flexible, ranging from mild to earthy to slightly peppery, and they can be prepared in ways that are both delicious and accessible for all ages. Here are a few practical and flavorful ways to enjoy them. Blend spinach or kale into your morning smoothie with banana, berries, and protein powder. The greens add nutrients without overpowering the taste, and you start your day with a dose of muscle-nourishing compounds. Lightly sauté Swiss chard or kale with garlic, and a splash of olive oil for a warm, satisfying side dish that's rich in both nitrates and healthy fats. Add chopped spinach to omelets, soups, or stews, letting it wilt into the background while enriching your meal with fiber and minerals. Toss raw baby spinach into salads or grain bowls for a fresh, crisp texture that pairs well with seeds, nuts, citrus, or lean protein. For added benefit, pair your greens with a healthy fat source, like olive oil, avocado, or nuts, to enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like K and A. This combination turns a simple plate of greens into a functional, bioavailable nutrient delivery system for your muscles and beyond. With just a little creativity, dark leafy greens can move from being a forgotten garnish to a daily habit of muscular care and circulatory vitality. More than just a cooking staple, extra virgin olive oil is a medicinal food in disguise, especially for aging muscles. Behind its smooth texture and rich, earthy flavor lies a complex profile of bioactive compounds that work on a cellular level to reduce inflammation, optimize hormone function, and help muscles respond better to the nutrients they need for repair and growth. One of the most fascinating compounds found in high-quality extra virgin olive oil is oleocanthal, a powerful polyphenol that acts much like a natural form of ibuprofen. It works by gently suppressing the chronic, low-grade inflammation that so often accumulates with age, an inflammation that's not visible on the surface, but can silently interfere with muscle regeneration, energy production, and overall mobility. Inflammation of this kind is a hidden saboteur. It slowly erodes muscle fibers, delays recovery from physical activity, and makes it harder for the body to build new muscle tissue. Oleocanthal helps put out this internal fire, creating a more favorable environment for muscular resilience and healing. But olive oil's magic doesn't end there. It also plays a key role in enhancing insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for ensuring that the protein and carbohydrates you eat are actually being absorbed and used efficiently by your muscles. As people age, insulin signaling often becomes sluggish, and this can lead to a metabolic bottleneck where nutrients get stored as fat rather than directed toward muscle repair. A diet rich in extra virgin olive oil can help reawaken those pathways, ensuring your body stays responsive to food in a way that supports strength, not just energy storage. Another lesser-known benefit lies in its support of anabolic hormones, particularly growth hormone and testosterone. These hormones, though naturally declining with age, are still vital for preserving muscle mass, bone strength, and physical vitality. The monounsaturated fats and polyphenols in olive oil help nourish the endocrine system, keeping these hormone levels as stable and active as possible without artificial intervention. All of these benefits combine to combat what scientists refer to as anabolic resistance, a condition where older muscles become less responsive to the protein you consume. In other words, even if you're eating the right foods, your muscles might not be absorbing the signal to grow or repair. But when paired with a nutrient-dense fat like olive oil, the body becomes more receptive to utilizing protein effectively, allowing amino acids to reach and rebuild muscle fibers instead of being wasted. To fully tap into olive oil's muscle-supporting potential, it's essential to use it properly and consistently. Opt for cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil that's packaged in dark bottles to preserve its antioxidant compounds. The flavor should be slightly peppery or bitter, which indicates a higher polyphenol content. Here are a few simple and delicious ways to include it in your daily routine. Drizzle it over steamed vegetables to transform a simple side dish into an anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Use it as a base for salad dressings, combining it with lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, or mustard for a functional, flavorful finish. Stir it into soups and stews just before serving, which enhances both the texture and nutritional impact. Toss roasted vegetables or beans in olive oil post-cooking to maximize nutrient absorption from fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Pair it with protein-rich foods like fish, beans, or eggs to improve the bioavailability of muscle-supporting nutrients. For best results, aim to include 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil daily, ideally spread throughout meals rather than consumed all at once. Its subtle flavor and silky texture make it one of the easiest and most therapeutic ingredients you can add to your plate. Vibrant in color, bursting with flavor, and packed with protective compounds, berries are far more than a sweet treat. They are one of the most powerful, naturally occurring defenders against muscle decline, cellular aging, and oxidative stress. Whether you reach for blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, or raspberries, these small fruits deliver a concentrated dose of bioactive nutrients that support strength, tissue repair, and long-term physical vitality. What gives berries their deep, jewel-like hues is also what makes them so therapeutically potent, a group of compounds known as anthocyanins. These plant-based pigments are a type of polyphenol, and they act as robust antioxidants inside the body. Once consumed, anthocyanins begin working at the cellular level to neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that build up over time and begin to damage healthy tissue, including muscle fibers. Free radicals are generated through normal metabolic processes, but their levels often spike with age, chronic inflammation, poor diet, and environmental stress. Left unchecked, they accelerate muscle degradation, delay healing, and contribute to the slow erosion of physical strength. The antioxidants in berries act like cellular bodyguards, intercepting and disarming these free radicals before they can cause structural damage. But the benefits of berries don't stop at antioxidant activity. They also help your body build and protect the connective tissue that supports your muscles. One of the standout nutrients in berries, especially strawberries, is vitamin C. This essential vitamin plays a key role in the production of collagen, the structural protein that forms the framework for muscle, skin, ligaments, and tendons. As you age, collagen production naturally slows, which can result in reduced flexibility, weakened joints, and thinner muscle sheaths. By supplying your body with consistent sources of vitamin C from whole foods like berries, you provide the raw materials needed to strengthen connective tissue, enhance muscle elasticity, and reduce injury risk. Berries are also known for their anti-inflammatory effects, which further supports muscle preservation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a major factor in age-related muscle loss, sarcopenia, and the polyphenols in berries help calm that internal inflammation, creating a more favorable environment for recovery, tissue repair, and mobility. One of the most enjoyable things about berries, besides their taste, is how effortlessly they can be worked into your daily routine. Whether fresh, frozen, or blended, they pair beautifully with a wide range of foods and textures, making them easy to incorporate in both sweet and savory dishes. Here are a few delicious and functional ways to get your daily dose. Stir them into plain Greek yogurt for a refreshing, antioxidant-rich snack that also delivers protein and probiotics. Top your morning oatmeal or overnight oats with a mix of blueberries, strawberries, and chia seeds for a fiber and vitamin-packed start to your day. Blend them into smoothies with spinach, protein powder, and a spoonful of nut butter for a muscle-fueling drink that's easy on the stomach. Toss them into leafy green salads with walnuts and a balsamic glaze for a sweet tart flavor and added anti-inflammatory power. Use frozen berries as an affordable, long-lasting option, just as nutritious as fresh, and perfect for smoothies, sauces, or baking. To get the full spectrum of antioxidants and nutrients, try rotating different types of berries throughout the week. The variety in color and flavor reflects different phytonutrients, each offering its own unique benefit for your muscles, skin, and circulation. When it comes to rebuilding and preserving muscle as we age, few foods are as effective or as misunderstood as lean beef. Often overshadowed by plant-based alternatives or dismissed due to outdated concerns, lean cuts of beef actually offer one of the most complete nutritional profiles for supporting muscular health, energy production, and physical resilience, especially when paired with regular movement. What sets lean beef apart is its impressive concentration of high-quality, complete protein, which delivers all the essential amino acids your muscles need for repair and growth. But within this protein matrix lies a standout compound that plays a pivotal role in muscle activation: leucine. Leucine is a key branched-chain amino acid that acts as a metabolic switch, signaling the body to begin synthesizing new muscle tissue. This is particularly important for older adults, whose muscles often become less responsive to protein intake due to anabolic resistance. Lean beef provides a potent dose of leucine that helps override that resistance, encouraging the body to engage in active tissue repair, especially when consumed after light physical activity, such as resistance band workouts, walking, or bodyweight exercises. In addition to leucine, lean beef is a natural source of creatine, a compound best known for its role in rapid energy delivery to muscle cells. While often associated with athletic performance, creatine also holds immense value for older adults by improving short bursts of strength and reducing fatigue during everyday tasks like standing from a chair, climbing stairs, or lifting groceries. Including beef in your diet helps replenish muscular creatine stores naturally without relying on supplements. Lean beef also brings to the table a robust blend of micronutrients that directly impact your body's energy, endurance, and muscular efficiency. Iron, crucial for oxygen transport throughout the body. Without enough iron, muscles tire more quickly, and physical effort feels harder than it should. Zinc supports immune function, hormone balance, including testosterone, and protein metabolism, all critical for muscle maintenance and tissue healing. B vitamins, especially B6 and B12, play a central role in converting food into usable energy and supporting nervous system health. These nutrients help ensure your muscles fire efficiently and recover smoothly from movement or exercise. Together, these nutrients provide more than just fuel. They create a biological environment where strength, stamina, and recovery are fully supported. To get the most benefit from beef while minimizing unnecessary fats, it's important to choose lean cuts, such as tenderloin, filet mignon, very low in fat, tender in texture. Top sirloin, versatile and flavorful, ideal for grilling or stir frying. Eye of round or top round roast, great for slow cooking or slicing thin for salads and wraps. Whenever possible, opt for grass-fed beef, which tends to have a healthier fat profile, including more omega-3s and antioxidants, along with a better ratio of saturated to unsaturated fats. Grass-fed options may also contain higher levels of conjugated linoleic acid CLA, which supports lean body mass and metabolic health. Cooking methods matter too. Grill, broil, stir fry, or roast your beef with minimal added oils. Pair it with leafy greens, roasted vegetables, or legumes to create a nutrient-dense meal that's both delicious and supportive of muscle health. Whether part of a hearty dinner or sliced into a protein-rich salad, lean beef offers a powerful, natural way to energize your body, fortify your muscles, and sustain your strength as the years progress. When it comes to reversing age-related muscle loss and reigniting the body's ability to rebuild, whey protein stands in a class of its own. Often called the gold standard of protein supplementation, whey is more than just a fitness industry favorite. It is a clinically backed nutritional weapon designed to restore strength, accelerate recovery, and energize aging muscles from the inside out. What makes whey so uniquely effective is its exceptional absorption speed. Unlike other proteins that digest slowly, whey is rapidly broken down and absorbed by the body, allowing it to flood the bloodstream with amino acids shortly after consumption. This fast delivery is critical for older adults, whose muscles have a limited window of opportunity to absorb nutrients efficiently, especially after physical activity or periods of fasting. At the core of whey's muscle-building power is its rich concentration of leucine, the key amino acid responsible for activating muscle protein synthesis. In aging individuals, the body often becomes less responsive to dietary protein, a condition known as anabolic resistance. This means even a protein-rich meal may not trigger the same muscle-repairing effects it once did. Whey, with its high leucine content, acts like a reset button, signaling the muscles to start rebuilding again, effectively flipping the biological switch back on. But the benefits of whey extend beyond just protein and muscle. Whey also contains a potent array of bioactive peptides, which help improve blood flow, enhance nutrient delivery, and support insulin sensitivity, ensuring your muscles not only get the protein they need, but are metabolically primed to use it. These peptides help maintain a healthy cellular environment, which is essential for aging bodies where nutrient delivery can become sluggish and inefficient. Another powerful component of whey is its high level of cysteine, a sulfur-rich amino acid that fuels the production of glutathione, the body's master antioxidant. Glutathione plays a vital role in neutralizing inflammation, protecting muscle tissue from oxidative damage, and boosting immune function. With age, glutathione levels naturally decline, making this support especially important for preserving long-term physical resilience and cellular health. Together, these elements make whey not just a muscle builder, but a multi-system restorer, supporting your metabolism, immune system, and antioxidant defenses alongside your strength. To get the most out of whey protein, timing and consistency are key. The ideal time to take whey is shortly after physical activity, when your muscles are in a heightened state of receptivity. Even light resistance training or walking can create this optimal window for nutrient uptake. It can also be consumed as a mid-morning or mid-afternoon snack when energy naturally dips and your body benefits from a high-quality protein boost. Aim for a serving size of 20 to 30 grams of whey protein per day, depending on your dietary needs and activity level. Whey can be easily incorporated into smoothies, blended with fruits, leafy greens, and a touch of nut butter for a complete muscle-fueling meal. Shaker bottles, simply mixed with water or milk for fast, on-the-go nourishment. Oatmeal or yogurt bowls, stirred in for a creamy texture and protein-packed upgrade. For best results, choose a high-quality whey, isolate or concentrate that's free from artificial additives, excessive sweeteners, or unnecessary fillers. Look for grass-fed or cold-processed options when possible, as these tend to retain more bioactive compounds and are easier on the digestive system. Whey is not just a supplement, it's a strategic ally in your fight to stay mobile, strong, and energized. They've carried you through the years, those legs, those arms, that body of yours, through youth, through change, through love and loss, through every chapter of your story. They've supported you in silence, through early mornings and sleepless nights, through decades of labor, parenting, sacrifice, and celebration. You've asked your body to be strong, and it has answered, again and again. You may not think about it often, but every step you've ever taken, every stair you've climbed, every embrace, every walk under the sun or in the rain, your muscles made those possible. They gave you independence. They gave you presence. They gave you freedom. And now, they are asking you to give back. Not because they are failing you, but because they've been there for you all along. And now they need your help to keep going. Aging doesn't mean losing everything you've built. It doesn't mean shrinking into invisibility or helplessness. It means making new choices, smarter, wiser, more loving ones, that allow you to keep showing up for your life with strength and clarity. Muscle loss isn't just a medical issue, it's a turning point, a quiet, powerful crossroad where you get to decide whether to surrender to decline or to take small, consistent steps back toward vitality. And here's the truth: it is not inevitable. Losing your strength is not your destiny. It's not something you simply have to accept because you've passed a certain birthday. It is a choice whether we realize it or not. With every meal, every bite, every movement or lack of it, we are making that choice. You're not just feeding hunger, you're either fueling your future or slowly handing it away. Think of this not as a burden, but as an invitation to reconnect with the body that's carried you so far and say, I'm not done. I'm not giving up. I still have things to do, places to go, people to love, stories to finish, laughs to share. Because your muscle is so much more than tissue and fiber. It's the foundation of your freedom. It's the difference between being able to get out of bed on your own or needing someone to lift you. It's the strength to carry your grandchild, to take a walk outside when the leaves change color, to cook your favorite dish, to go to the store, to dance in your living room, to reach up and grab the photo album from the top shelf when no one's home. Your muscles are the physical expression of your independence, your pride, your identity. They are the quiet protectors of your dignity. No one sees the moment you reach for the rail because your knees don't feel stable. No one knows the sting of choosing not to go somewhere because you fear the stairs, the fall, the fatigue. But you do. You feel it. And you know what's at stake. This isn't about vanity. This is about living fully and freely, in the body that still holds the power to change. It's not too late. Not even close. The human body is remarkably adaptable. Even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, you can rebuild what was lost. You can nourish what remains. You can preserve what matters. And it starts with simple decisions. Choosing to add protein to your plate, not as a trend, but as a form of self-respect. Choosing to stretch, to move, to lift, not to impress anyone, but to stay upright and unafraid. Choosing to love your body not because it looks young, but because it still carries life. The journey ahead doesn't require perfection. It doesn't even require intensity. It requires only that you care enough to stay strong enough to live life on your own terms. Your muscles gave you freedom once. They can do it again if you give them what they need. No transformation begins with perfection. It begins with a choice. A small, deeply human choice. A decision that whispers, I'm ready to take back something I thought I'd lost. You don't need a dramatic diet. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to climb mountains or run miles. You simply need to begin with something so small it's nearly invisible, but so meaningful it can change the course of your life. Begin with just one food, not 10, not even 2, just one. One nourishing, muscle-supporting food that you can easily add to your daily rhythm. Something that speaks to your body's needs and gently says, I see you. I haven't forgotten what you've carried me through. And now, I'm here to support you in return. It might be a soft boiled egg in the morning, rich in leucine and choline, to rebuild what time tried to take. A creamy bowl of Greek yogurt at night, feeding your muscles as you sleep, helping them rest and restore. A drizzle of golden extra virgin olive oil on your vegetables, quietly fighting inflammation at its root. A handful of nuts or seeds to restore balance, energize your joints, and stabilize your hormones. A comforting cup of lentil soup that supports not just your muscles, but the trillions of microbes in your gut that help rebuild you from the inside out. A few vibrant berries scattered across your breakfast, protecting your cells from the silent damage of oxidative stress. Or maybe a post-walk shake with whey protein, one simple glass that nourishes your body faster than aging can tear it down. These are not extreme changes. They're not trendy gimmicks or short-lived diets. They're acts of quiet power. They are daily affirmations in edible form, each one saying, I want to keep living fully. I want to keep moving freely. I want to keep feeling like myself. Because that's what's really at stake here. Not just muscles or metabolism, but your independence, your confidence, your ability to say yes to life without hesitation. And the best part? It doesn't matter where you've been, how long you've neglected your body, or how much strength you feel you've lost. The body, even in its later years, is remarkably responsive. It can recover, it can adapt, it can heal, but only if you feed it the signal that says, we're not done. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect plan or the perfect moment. Start today with one small, real, nourishing act of care. Go to your kitchen. Open your fridge, your pantry, your fruit bowl. Look around with new eyes, because in that ordinary space lies something extraordinary, the power to rebuild your future. Now ask yourself, not someday, not next week, not later. Right now, which food will I start with today? Not because someone told you to, not because you feel guilty, but because you are worth the strength that comes next.